Right guys, welcome back to the channel. You're joining me on the canal again today, and we're travelling light. We've got two rods with us, both on the float setup, and I'm going to suspend a bait kind of mid-water horizontally, and I'm going to fish the other one on the deck. We've got about 4 hours of fishing time. I'm not going to mess around today. We're going to get straight into it. I'll show you my setup as we go, and yeah, I think it's probably going to be the last session dead baiting on the canal this year, so yeah, fingers crossed for a fish or two. Let's get into the video. Hope you enjoy this one. Right people, we've got about 3.5–4 hours. I'm going to walk to the furthest spot that I want to fish. It's probably 1/2 mile to 3/4 mile down here. And then I'm going to leapfrog back, spending about maybe 20 minutes most in each swim, unless it's particularly pikey looking. But yeah, as I'm walking, I'm just going to look out for any signs of fish topping and showing. But yeah, as you can see, loads of overhanging trees and reed lines and stuff in this stretch. So it's prime pike water. And you can see from there, that pack's fairly light and mobile. It's got the two rods, both on float setups with inline weights. The one on the left with a bullet weight, I'm going to fish that on the deck. Yeah, the one on the right with the 10 gram inline weight, I'm just going to use that to suspend a bait. And I've put, as you can see, I've got trebles on that. And that's so I can fish the bait horizontally in the water. This one on the left, I've got a single circle hook, which I'm just going to fish on the deck. This is a really pikey swim. Got overhanging tree that's fallen in. Just sit out there, sort of half cocked. Just lead that on the bottom. Let's get the other rod set up. Right, on this rod we've got 2 float stops with a Fox Rage float. It's kind of preloaded with a bit of weight there. Got an inline lead, yeah, it's about 10 grams, maybe 15. Buffer bead, swivel, got a double wide trace, and I just set that up so it's kind of a bit more horizontal in the water, and we're going to suspend this sort of, it's about 2 foot. Drop this in. Drop this in there. It's probably going to drift around a little bit, but it'll be alright. Yeah, we're at the first stretch here. The first rod's there, fishing a small mackerel on the deck, and then the second rod we've got here, that's got a suspended sardine, set at 2 foot. We'll just yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we just walked up to the first stretch. We're going to fish and we're going to leapfrog every sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. And like I say, we've got 4 hours fishing time, so plenty of time for a bite. Fingers crossed we can get a fish on the bank. Keep you posted as we go and as we move swims. And yeah, let's see. Let's get into the setup and show you the rods I'm using. So we've got the Korum Snapper Cult Deadbait rod. Yeah, this is 3.25 pound test curve, 12 foot rod. Shimano 10,000 RB ST bait running reel. This rod here we've got the Fox Rage Predator Warrior Deadbait rod, and that's 12 foot, 2.75 pound test curve. And then we've got the Fox EOS 10,000 reel. That's a bait running reel as well. Again loaded with 50 pound plus braid. Always use really strong braid. Travelling nice and light today. That's probably the heaviest thing in your rucksack. But we've got a bag of bait, rucksack, unhooking mat, net and 2 rods. Got no bank sticks, because I don't think you really need the bank sticks on the canal. You can just lie your rods down like that, as long as it's not in dog muck. And yeah, we've just got a little bank stick here as well for taking videos or pictures of me fish. But yeah, really light today. Just allows us to leapfrog the swims much easier. It's been a relatively quiet pike season for me. Not really had many sessions apart from little short ones here and there. I've had a few blanks, and I think I've only managed 2 doubles this season. So I've got a session today, obviously hoping for a fish, and I'm out again tomorrow. But that might be it, to be honest. I might be able to fit one more session in, but that might be it for my pike season. Obviously in the summer we'll do a bit on lures if it's not too warm. But yeah, been a relatively quiet pike season, mainly down to a busy schedule with working kids and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully next year we can get out a bit more in the pike season and hopefully put a few more fish on the bank. Give this one 20 and then we'll maybe leapfrog that rod just down by the lock and by this back wall, and then we'll move up to the top. Whoa, bollocks. Let's try that again, shall we? Right, we're at the third spot just by the lock gate. Stuck the mackerel down here, and then I've suspended a dead bait over there, but it's drifted over to here. I'm going to move that in a sec. In fact, I might move this rod over here somewhere, just because that one's suspended. It's going to drift with the flow, so keep this on the right hand side. So yeah, just move the mackerel that's on the bottom to the left of me, and then the suspended bait is drifted over from that back wall across to the inside, but we'll just leave it there for a bit. Yeah, when it's slightly over depth and it's lead flat or half cocked, you'll see just clear indication that either the float will move or cock upright as soon as the fish takes it. So, yeah, I'm going to give this a stretch probably at least half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. Just, it's a nice wide bit of the canal, and I've seen a lot of fish activity. So there's plenty of swirls, fish topping just over here in and around this area. So we'll sit on our hands for a bit. Try and get this other rod nearer the tree line here, but it keeps drifting over just because it's a suspended bait. Keeps obviously wanting to drift round with the wind. The wind's pushing that way. the recast now. Just had a bit of fish activity there. It's only a little bait fish, but well, there's bait fish, there's pike, so plonked it straight on top of it. I think my float just went then. We'll just keep an eye on it. That was a good sign. Could be a little jack. Back a tiny bit just to move it. See if that entices a bite. Place it in that lock gate because there's some fish activity in there as well. We're going to move in a minute. We'll try here for 20 minutes. Suspended bait there, just at the side of that tree. And then your mackerel section just over there. Chatting to a fella then, he's been fishing this stretch, but he's had a couple of live baits with him, so obviously he's had one on the live bait. You'll always catch with a live bait, a bit more difficult with the deads, you've got to find a hungry fish, but I think live baits just trigger that instinct in pike and they'll just strike it. I'll leapfrog these rods. Just had a bit of fish activity here, so just suspended that bait in there. Yeah, we'll carry on in a minute. We'll leapfrog down to the car park and hit one or two more spots before we pack up. Got about half an hour, 40 minutes. So yeah, no fish today. Like I say, the one guy had a fish out, but that was on a live bait, so I've got no live baits to fish, and I don't think you're allowed on this stretch anyway, but yeah. Keep grinding. Yeah, one thing I would say is confidence is huge when it comes to pike fishing, so just have confidence in what you're doing. Don't chop and change too much. You know, you will have plenty of blanking sessions, but you will have them days when it does come good and you will catch, so stick at it, don't give up, and just learn to enjoy your surroundings and nature. There's plenty of stuff you can learn from the sessions when you don't catch, so yeah, but just have confidence in what you're doing. That's one thing I've definitely learned when pike fishing. I mean, when I first started out and I would blank, you know, 10 sessions in a row, and I'm thinking, like, what am I doing wrong? I'm changing stuff every time. But then, you know, you do have them sessions where you just catch and you think, well, you're not doing anything different, so just have confidence in it. Have confidence, stick at it, try new spots, and yeah, it is about timing, so it's just about hitting them when it's right and they're active in the feeding. Alright guys, I think we'll round it off there. No fish, it's another blank session, but that's pike fishing. You've got to get used to having a few blanks before you catch. But when you do catch, it's definitely worthwhile, so persevere, have confidence in what you're doing, and you'll get the rewards in the end. Got plenty of nice fish over the years, so can't complain, and it's nice to get out fishing. Anyway, I just enjoy the peace and quiet in nature. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to try and post a bit more frequently now, and yeah, give us a like and comment if you enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe. It's free. It's free to make an account on YouTube, and it's free to subscribe, so it really helps us out if you could do that. That'd be great, and hit the notification bell, and then that way you're updated whenever we drop a video. And yeah, sorry it's a blanking session again, but hopefully you enjoyed it, or some aspects of it anyway. The only thing that puts me off canals is literally a dog crap. There. Where else is it? It's over here somewhere. There. Got some more here. It's just like, why did they not pick it up? Seriously. Literally infuriates me. That's the only bugbear about canals, really. For the most part, they're excellent places to fish. You see the bubbles just coming up there. It's going to be the last pike session for this season on the canal, so tomorrow we're heading to a big lake in the Lake District. So hopefully we can bank a fish or two. Aside from that, I think I've got another river session planned with Westy, hopefully in the coming weeks, just before the river closes. And from then on, you've got the trout season opens back up, so we might try with a spinner or some light lures for some trout. And I might actually try either some feeder fishing or carp fishing, maybe on some commercials as well. So yeah, plenty to look forward to. And yeah, subscribe if you'd like to see all that in the coming months. I've got a question for you. Does the sun, when it comes out like this, as you can see, does that kill off the pike fishing? Obviously, you know the conditions are good when it's kind of overcast and a bit of wind behind you. But when the sun pops out like this, do you find that it kills the pike fishing off? Because, you know, from my experience, it seems to. But I don't know if that's just circumstance or an actual thing. So let me know your thoughts on that. Bright sunny day, does it kill off a dead baiting session? Let me know your thoughts. Well, last spot, we're at the car. It's got the mackerel on the far bank. And suspended bait just by that boat there. I'll give it another 10 minutes and we're off home. We'll see you in the next one. Sight lines.